We want every side to come together to attempt to take down the 100 side.
Man, they gotta
We want
understand,
all the
Wack.
smoke.
We go off the content.
Three, two, one. Hey there, welcome back to the channel where we keep it real. No capping. I'm your host, bringing you nothing but straight fire and authenticity. Today, we're diving into 12 rooms that I got to promote. The 100 ENT showroom, hosted by Big Wack100. The Beehive room. Love and R&B room, hosted by the queen of the 100 side, R&B. No room for the weak. No mercy room. Spin the block room. 100 ENT Jailbreak Squad room. 100 ENT Solve room. Petty Betty and Toxic Tanya room. Dangerous Minds room, hosted by Beast. Good Burger, hosted by Pitbull. Sleepless in LA, and many more. If you want to get closer or you want to be a part of the show, go to Clubhouse, follow one of these rooms, or you look for a room titled with Wack100. These particular videos all made possible by the one and only Wack100. Get ready to vibe with me as we explore the hardest topics that need some real recognition in the streets. Let's jump right into it and show some love to this channel by hitting the like and or subscribe button. So, without further ado, hold it down. One mic on Wack.
So he probably wasn't. He had a dope case, this conspiracy. So
yeah, they found his DNA test in my brother's nails.
Okay, type. So y'all just heard that. Definitely keep that in mind right there. Damn. Let's see, where was I?
Everything good, sis? Levels is on?
Yeah, you're good. Alright. So yeah, so that's
So he probably wasn't. He had a dope case, this conspiracy. So
yeah, they found his DNA test in my brother's nails.
I don't know if he was done with that, but in that context of Rayshawn Williams, there is no explicit connection between any of the suspects, you know, Damon Lewis, Lil Trey, Sienna, or M. Dot. However, Big U is definitely seen of being a part of this. Introducing such a character could definitely add more depth and more complexity to this narrative. For instance, we could definitely go ahead and say Big U could be portrayed as a powerful music industry mogul or notorious figure in the criminal underworld, with ties to one or more suspects in this case. This connection could introduce new motives such as professional rivalry, betrayal, and even death, thereby enriching our plot here. So we should probably think about Big U as well and what part did he play in this, especially since Rayshawn was an aspiring music artist. But let's get back to the gun. Now, there was fingerprint evidence. While the gun was wiped clean, forensic tests found partial prints belonging to J Rock, an unidentified person. Malik's prints weren't on the weapon, but his crew had access to it. I'm sorry, guys. Do we have any comments on that so far? Anybody on the stage?
No, I'm just so intrigued right now. I'm excited. Shout out to you. I am, so I'm listening. I'm trying to take notes. I'm trying to figure out why was the phone.
Definitely taking notes.
Why was the phone?
Yeah, why was the phone like? Why were certain?
Naughty,
things
stop
wiped
laughing,
from the
bitch.
phone? True. I'm definitely trying to multitask myself.
Both you stop laughing.
No, because I'm just trying to figure out what. I'm trying to figure out what is going on.
I might be.
Focus.
I might be repeating what you said, but I'm trying to just remember. So you said that the dude reported his gun 2 months before that?
So let me go back to it. So yeah, he didn't report it. No, his gun was reported as stolen 2 months before the murder, but never filed an official police report.
So wait, how was it reported stolen then? Like it was just found?
Well, I guess just probably hearsay, like somebody stole my gun type shit. Like I don't think he was tripping on it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so he just said it was
right, but it was never reported to law officials. No.
Okay.
So they basically took him from Los Angeles and brought him to Vegas. I'm just asking questions.
We'll see. At the end of this murder mystery, we'll see. Like I told y'all, it's not going to be a super long murder mystery like how we'd be doing it for 3 hours type shit. Because we do want to get back to the morning show. But this is we're just going to do the surface of it. We'll probably get into part 2 a little bit more tomorrow. Now let's see. We were at fingerprint evidence. Now, we want to get back to this witness part, right?
Wait, hold on. Does it...
Didn't you tell me that your brother friend said there was something going on, a fight or something?
Something was going on here. Big U. When I told you that Big U had popped up at my brother Airbnb.
In Vegas?
Yes. And the best friend was there or whatever, but the best friend said that he didn't want to talk to my brother in front of him, so he pulled my brother upstairs to the side. He said that he knew something was going on because when Big U left and my brother came, when Big U left the Airbnb and my brother came back downstairs, he said his whole energy was off.
So what did
but
he
the
have
best friend
going
ended
on
up
with
leaving
Big
my
U?
brother the next morning.
Yeah, I remember you told me that. And how long after that did they find your brother? Next day or next couple days?
The next day.
Now that's important to take note of as well. So let's just go over this whole Big U thing, right? So for those of you who don't know, Big U's profile, he's pretty much a powerful and influential figure in the music industry, known for his connections to various artists and rumored ties to the criminal underworld. We're just going to keep it there. Now, we did go over the suspects, right? But it's crazy how Big U had influence or some type of pull on all of these suspects. So let's get into Damon Lewis, the manager. Now, there was a little bit of professional rivalry going on, right? Damon and Big U have a history of competing for control over emerging artists. Damon might have saw Big U's assistance to manage Rayshawn, leading to conflicts. Now we have Lil Trey Hawkins, the bandmate or the best friend. Mentorship. Now Big U could have taken Trey under his wing, creating even more tension between Trey and Rayshawn due to perceived favoritism. That's definitely something to take note of. Now Sienna Carter. There are rumors that Sienna and there was a past relationship between her and Big U. That also adds a layer of jealousy, complexity to her involvement with Rayshawn. Because, I mean, yeah, he was with another woman, but girl, if you with one of his rivalries in the music industry, I mean, that creates even more tension. And then last but not least, we have Malik M. Johnson, known as the Rival. Gang affiliation. Big U's rumored gang connections could tie Malik to him, suggesting that Malik acted under Big U's influence or orders. Now, these are the potential motives. Control over the music territory. Big U might have seen Rayshawn's rising fame as a threat to his control over the local scene, prompting drastic actions. There were also a couple financial disputes. Rayshawn's refusal to sign with Big U's label could have led to financial losses.
Street stuff. The streets don't really hold no weight. But as a man, and you save for the community, and this young man was living with you, and you have no answers. You have tried to find no answers. The kid was living with you, man. He played football in Crenshaw High School, and what you got to say about this? Where's your input on it? How how you feel about it, because I've seen you go out and say, you know, when homies got that if anybody got the information to give it to you. You said this before, so why haven't you said this about the young man who was living with you at the time he got murdered? It's just crazy. Like this one thing that hits home. Like I say, you know, people saying to be a gangbanger, you know, it kind of come with the territory. You know, some things, you know, you'll end up in jail. But this situation right here was a little different. It's not a gang, and his family just wants closure on what's going on. So I'm asking you, challenging you, and
Wack keeps going in and out. I was wondering, Nadi, if you still had your audio here so we could play that clearly so everybody could hear it. Nadi.
Yeah, the creator.
Huh? Fair or let me just see if I can pull up my audio real quick.
I can pull mine if you need me to.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I would definitely appreciate it because I was not prepared. Now, this is also another interesting key factor here, right? Big U also never showed up or went to the funeral. He was the last person seen with Rayshawn before he was found dumped in these apex deserts in northeast Las Vegas. Now we want to hear this audio a little bit more clear, depending on if Baloo comes in here a little before me or whatever. Oh, there you go. Let me go ahead and pin this up top so we can hear this clearly. Wack, we love your audio. We love you, but I'm sorry, it was a little muffled. It needed to be a little clear.
But he was on cue, though. I'm not gonna hold you.
But he was on point.
He was on cue, like.
Now I see why he's been pushing me to run this. I'm so sorry, but if you can go ahead and run a link up top real quick for me, Baloo, I would definitely appreciate you. Make sure y'all go ahead and ping up, share the room. We're getting into this Big U because my fingers is pointing at Big U or this M. Dot person. Somebody on this M. Dot team. But we gonna see what's going on. Pick up, shut a room. We're about to get into 600 talking about this. And we gonna take it from here.
She made it sound like a TV show.
To be honest, it is like a TV show for me. It is.
At this point, I honestly think it is. Hey, I see it.
On the next episode of Murder Mysteries with Tink.
Right. You hear it? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I hear it all. I hear it every day.
Well, my brother,
do it for the elders.
Aside from the allegations you got with the street stuff, the streets don't really hold no weight. But as a man, and you know, you say you for the community, and this young man was living with you, and you have no answers. You have tried to find no answers. You know, the kid was living with you, man. Played football for Crenshaw High School, and like, what do you got to say about this? Like, what's your input on it? How do you feel about it? Because I've seen you go out and say, you know, when homies got killed, that if anybody got the information to give it to you. You said this before, so why haven't you said this about the young man who was living with you at the time he got murdered? It's just crazy. Like this one thing that hits home. Like I say, you know, people saying the big game, you know, it kind of come with the territory. You know, some things, you know, you'll end up dead or in jail. But this situation right here was a little different. It was not a gangbanger, and his family just wants closure on what's going on. So I'm asking you, challenging you, and I want to send a question to Big U. Aside from the allegations you got with the street stuff, the streets don't really hold no weight. But as a man, and you know, you say you for the community, and this young man was living with you, and you have no answers. You have tried to find no answers. You know, the kid was living with you, man. He played football for Crenshaw High School. And, like, what do you got to say about this? Like, what's your input on it? How do you feel about it? Because I've seen you go out and say, you know, when homies got that if anybody got any information, to give it to you. You said this before, so why haven't you said this about the young man who was living with you at the time he got murdered? It's just crazy. Like this one of the things that hits home. Like I say, you know, people sign the big game. You know, it kind of comes with the territory. You know, some things, you know, you'll end up in jail. But this situation right here was a little different. It was not a game, and his family just wants closure on what's going on. So I'm asking you, challenging you, B. And I want to send a.
I was tripping that it took 3 years.
4 years. 3 years.
To run DNA.
It just made.
So what? They was contacting Big U to come give up DNA and he wouldn't do it?
Well, what had happened was when they was doing the investigation and they wanted to take down DNA, he wouldn't give them his DNA. So they had to serve him a search warrant to get his DNA.
And so my mom... Okay, well, let me understand something, right?
Yeah, love, this shit finna go crazy. This shit finna go crazy.